It's a Dino Dome knockout!
Swimming in from England, as heavy as a panda bear and as long as a horse. She looks like a cross between a shark and a dolphin. From the early Jurassic, the Lapdos flip is for Ichthyosaurus. Slithering in from South America, as heavy as 2 grand pianos, as thick as a barrel, and as long as a semi-trailer. It's a stupendous serpent from the Paleocene epoch. Welcome back, Titanoboa!
Titanoboa, we meet again. Do you think that means she'll have an advantage today, Tim?
Boa can move in and out of water, while Icky is strictly a swimmer. But Boa is very slow on land, so I think today I pick Ick.
Boa is 3 times the length of Icky. She's gonna win for sure.
Let's let the landscape decide. Ooh, I can see old stone buildings and cobblestone streets.
And a fountain in the middle of a town square. Hang on, are there people in there?
Oh no, human beings aren't allowed on the course. I think they're statues.
I think they can turn off the tap now.
Oh, the fountain and statues are submerged.
The buildings too.
This is an underwater city.
Oh, like Atlantis?
Well, Atlantis isn't real. This is more like Baiae, a town in Italy that sunk below the sea after a supervolcano.
Cool. Looks like there's just one dry patch left. A grassy hill poking out above the water.
And that's where the finish line is.
Our racers will start in the water at the edge of the square, make their way through the submerged buildings and cobbled streets, around the fountain and statues to the finish line at the base of the hill. On your marks.
Get set. Oh, friendly reminder, these particular races are not technically dinosaurs.
Reptiles?
Bingo! Giant reptiles.
Reptiles go!
Boa is first off the blocks and is shooting across the top of the water.
Boa is like a speedboat. By floating on water, she uses way less energy than she would dragging her hefty body across the land.
Icky must be lurking down below. Let's get the underwater cam on for a look.
Icky is swimming strongly. She's weaving in and out of the buildings.
Oh, Icky's tried to squeeze through a window frame, but she's too thick.
Wiggle, Icky.
Phew! She popped through. You need to be more careful, Icky. Lots of underwater hazards to navigate here.
Ooh, Boa's coming down for a look.
Can she breathe underwater?
Oh no, Icky can't either. They both have lungs and need to pop up for air once in a while. Actually, most snakes just have 1 lung, but Boa has 2.
Only 2? She looks like she could fit 2,000 lungs in that behemoth bod.
She is the largest snake of all time, and she's also an expert at holding her breath. It's part of what makes her such a successful hunter.
Uh-oh. Is that why she's popped down below the surface? To hunt Icky?
Our racers know it's against the rules to eat their fellow competitors, but I fear for those fish up ahead.
Icky's in the lead as she rounds a cobblestone bend and swims towards those huge fish. They look like gropers.
Holy hadrosaurs! I mean, some of them are almost as big as Icky.
Group together, gropers. You'll be safer that way.
Well, I'm not sure Icky is a threat here. She's a ram feeder.
She eats sheep?
No. Ram feeders move forward with their mouths open, engulfing prey with their jaws and teeth. But the gropers are too big for Icky's gob.
You're right. She's swimming straight past them.
But Boa's rounding the bend.
Surely the gropers are too big for Boa.
You'd be surprised. Snakes generally don't eat anything wider than the largest part of their body, but Boa has super stretchy jaws.
Yikes! I can't watch!
Look out!
Was that the sound of Boa attacking the gropers?
No, open your eyes. That was the sound of an earthquake.
Whoa! Some of the buildings are collapsing. Look out! Boulders are rolling around like bowling balls.
I think it's about to get worse.
What do you mean?
Remember how I said the town of Baiae sunk below sea level?
Yeah, it was after a... Oh no!
Volcano!
That grassy hill isn't just a grassy hill.
It's an active volcano.
It's spewing lava into the sea.
I've completely lost sight of the racers.
Engage all underwater camps, please.
There's no one over there. Or over there.
All I see is murky water.
Wait, over there.
It's Icky.
She's sheltering by that pile of rubble. I think it was the fountain.
Oh, poor fountain.
Don't you mean poor Icky?
Oh, yeah, of course. Poor Icky. She's stunned.
There's no definitive evidence that marine reptiles felt fear, but, who wouldn't feel a bit frightened in the aftermath of a volcano?
What about Boa?
Well, let's check the surface.
It's all sludgy.
Yeah, look carefully for Boa.
Maybe she's slithered out of the water?
And up the side of an erupting volcano? I don't think so.
Where did those shiny rocks come from?
Obsidian.
Obsidian what now?
When lava hits water, it hardens into glassy chunks called obsidian.
Oh, that's a relief. I was worried the lava would make the water too hot and that Icky and Boa would be...
Cretaceously cooked?
Hey, over there! Is that floating obsidian or...
It's Boa! Oh, great spotting! Her skin is the colour of seaweed, perfect for camouflaging in dirty water.
I'm glad you're okay, Boa, but I think we need to get this race back on track.
The finish line is near the base of the volcano, so the racers just need to dodge the falling obsidian and rubble on the sea floor.
Boa's on the move. Not quite as fast, though. I suppose she's being cautious after that natural disaster.
Boa has good vision. Plus, she can detect vibrations in the ground and air. She'll be able to maneuver through the water safely if she concentrates.
Let's check on Icky.
Oh, it's a mess down there.
Icky, where are you?
Well, she isn't cowering near the collapsed fountain anymore.
Oh, what a shame. Those fancy statues have toppled over.
Is that a statue there laying on its side? Can we get a camera to zoom in on it?
Icky! She's trapped under the fallen statue.
Well, what do we do?
Boa's coming down.
She's swimming over to Icky and the statue.
Oh no, she's not going to hurt Icky while she's stuck, is she?
Surely not. Although Boa's opening her mouth.
Boa, no!
I think she's in attack mode, Amanda.
I can see her teeth.
They're sharp and thin like needles, perfect for holding prey in place while she...
Ah! Icky!
Icky's okay. Boa has snapped her jaws shut around the statue's head.
And now Boa's coiling herself around the statue's body.
I don't think you should eat that, Boa. A cement statue won't be easily digested.
Is she squeezing it?
Constricting. It's what boas do to their prey before they swallow it whole.
Boa's constricting so hard she...
has shattered the ancient statue to smithereens.
Icky's free! She's swimming to the surface for some air.
Oh, Icky's nostrils are flaring.
I thought she'd have a blowhole.
Smart theory, but she's not a mammal like a dolphin. And while her nostrils are on top of her head, the evidence of a blowhole isn't concrete.
Speaking of concrete, Boa's realised that statue was not exactly appetising.
Both racers are swimming close to the surface towards the finish line.
Icky's leading the way.
But Boa's speeding up behind her.
The gropers are back. Get out of the way, you silly fish.
Icky's opening her mouth to ram feeding position.
No, Icky. Remember, they're too big for you.
Well, she's not going for the gropers. She's heading for the falling obsidian.
Did Icky just eat a rock?
She probably mistook it for a cephalopod, a shiny shelled sea snack. It's a hard rock life.
At least the gropers got away. Winner! While Boa snuck across the finish line to take the win.
Icky is really struggling after swallowing that obsidian.
I thought Boa was the one who was going to finish with a gut full of grout.
And here's Sicky Icky. No advancing to the next round of the Dino Dome knockout for you.
I'll head down to the Dino Dome dinghy while you run our domers through an action replay, Tim.
Icky swam straight through a shoal of gropers before an earthquake and volcano hit. Obsidian littered the sea, while Icky got stuck under a statue. Boa saved Icky by constricting the cement sculpture. Freed Icky accidentally swallowed some obsidian as Boa crossed the finish line first.
Thanks, Tim. I'm here in the dome dinghy with a medal for Boa. Boa? Can you come to the surface, please? Here she is.
Amanda?
Ugh, I gave it to a groper by mistake. Sorry, Tim. The water's murky, and Boa is a good camouflager, remember?
Oh, she may have lost her medal, but Boa still has a chance to win the Dino Dome Cup. She'll advance to the next round as we say goodbye to Icky for now.
Later, Icky. I can't wait to see who Boa races next. And remember...
No dinosaurs were harmed in the making of Dino Dome, as they're all extinct. Therefore, all sounds were made by animals and people, including dolphins, cats, parrots, sheep, and otters. Yes, otters.
Dino Dome is an ABC Kids Listen podcast. For more great podcasts to play, music to move, and stories and soundtracks for sleep, download the ABC Listen app for free from your app store.